Hi, this is JJ with PC Racing. We're going to show you the main differences between a FLO oil filter, the stainless steel design, and a paper filter. Now, we just pulled this paper filter out of a KTM. It's just a stock KTM filter. And we're going to pull the rubber grommet off of here to make things a little easier to see. When you do that, all paper filters have a metal post inside of it with holes. They then wrap the paper around the post. Well, the only area actually flowing oil through this filter is where the holes are in that post, which is a small percentage of the filter. The PC Racing FLO filter, I'm going to pull this grommet off also, it does not have a post in the middle. The stainless steel screen is strong enough to support itself, so what this results in is the entire surface area is flowing oil. And so that's how we're able to get 7 times more oil through the same size filter and still filter down to a 35 micron. Now, the micron rating really confuses people because our stainless steel filter is a 35 micron absolute rating. It's a one-pass test. This is a manufactured screen. Every single pore on this screen is 35 microns, so nothing larger than 35 microns will ever get through it. Paper filters, paper being a natural product and inconsistent, they test these on a multiple pass test. And in that testing process, the paper filter is allowed to pass particles up to 4 times the size of the rating, and as long as it eventually traps down to the rating. So for example, let's say this filter is 10 micron. In its testing process, it can pass particles up to 40 microns and still get a 10 micron rating as long as it, after multiple passes, it gets that, it traps down. So it's totally apples and oranges on the way these are tested. Now, 35 microns is so microscopic, that is the least of your concern. It is not going to do any damage to your engine. That is a good micron rating. What is an issue is starving the engine for oil. And the concern really for us in an engineering type of side on KTMs is there is no bypass valve on KTM filters. Now, they've gone with a little bit larger for a dirt bike. This is a pretty large filter, and that's probably how they're able to get away with it. But do not neglect, whether you're going to use our filters or not, do not neglect changing the oil filter, because there is no safety measure. All other manufacturers, all the Japanese and all the other manufacturers with paper filters or any filter has a bypass valve. It's just a little ball bearing on the bottom, so if the filter gets plugged or has trouble passing oil through the filter, it'll push open the bypass valve, allow oil to get into the engine, throughout the engine. Dirty oil is better than no oil, and that is a big problem on KTMs, is that it doesn't have that safety feature. So like I said, whether you're going to use one of our PC Racing FLO oil filters or not, do not neglect the service on changing the filter. Keep a good filter in there, because you can definitely ruin your engine by getting a plugged oil filter. So anyway, that's the big difference. This is the technology on these FLO oil filters. It originated in aerospace, and they use these same type of filters in Formula 1 and NASCAR. It's a great technology. It pays for itself. You just clean it and reuse it, and there you go. That's the main difference.